Welcome, everyone, to Shadowrun Returns Dragonfall, where we are ready to go after the big Aztechnology job. We are right outside the door. We've gotten extra side objectives from all the different groups that we've been doing things with. The Lodge has asked us to deliver a message to an executive. The Shockwell and Reitner group has asked us to retrieve some project data. And then we've got to just blow the whole thing up, and we have to keep the team alive. I cannot stress the fact that that's kind of creepy that is one of the objectives here. Is to keep the team alive. Yeah, do we want to see if there's like an alternate way in that doesn't involve us having to go through the captain, 2 turrets, and 2 heavily armed guards? Let's see, a cheap corporate art looks like marble from a distance, but up close it's really just injection molded plastic. Well, what are you up to, LTG worker? This LTG tech's coveralls are smeared with sweat and grime, a scowl plastered on her face. She takes a quick glance at you and then turns back to her work. Unless you're here to help me fix this panel, you better stay the hell out of my hair. Otherwise, I'll call security and have them drag you out. Oh, I get a decking prompt. Actually, I was thinking I could help you. It looks like your problem is coming from somewhere upstream. See those connectors there? Hey, you're right. She looks up at you. The scowl has disappeared from her face, but she doesn't look happy either. Look, I appreciate the help, but I have to do this myself. I'm already way behind, and corporate's gonna have my ass if they don't get it done before lunch. I don't have enough charisma. I'm not good at talking to people. This is the wrong person. Can I please send someone else on my team to talk? Oh well. Good luck with that. This door's locked. So, bad news, I might not have the talkitude to get in. A stern-looking young woman in uniform of Aztechnology security captain steps forward. An assault rifle is slung over her shoulder, and she half raises it at your approach. This is a secure facility, sir. Show your ID or move along. Look, I lost my ID. Can we come to some arrangement? No ID, no access. You really did lose your card, you could take it up with corporate. She waves you away with her rifle. Now move along. And now all of a sudden the door is locked. Is there something down here I can do? Shadowy built soy calf shop. Looks like it's closed. A human and a dwarf, both in their early 20s, stand huddled in a courtyard. They don't seem to notice your approach. She's been gone for a long time, Mira. I'm getting worried, aren't you? She's my girlfriend, Heinrich. Of course I'm worried, but she can handle herself. On the streets, yeah, but against the Azzies, I just don't know. She'll be okay. Brave words, but her tone tells a different story. It's plain as day she's worried sick. Oh man, I don't know what to do, Mira. And I still say she's messing with the Azzies was a bad idea. What else are we gonna do? The compound of theirs is lit up like a goddamn Christmas tree. They've got more power than they know what to do with. And we need that Juiceheimer. Our solar collectors are garbage. If we can't keep the lights on after a few days of cloud cover, how do you think we're going to survive the winter? I know, Mira, I know. But couldn't we have just, bought some secondhand panels? They can't be that expensive. We could have, sure, but before Danny spent the last of our couple new yen on those forged keycards. She'll be fine. She'll be back any second. Just you wait. Oh, they've got a hatch. Just to double check, I think it dead ends down this way. But is there something back here we can do? No, this is also a dead end. Just making sure. Let's go say hi to these nice folks and see if they can get us in too. She looks up with you, her expression guarded. Yeah, what do you want? Could you two use some help? Sounds like your friend has gotten into trouble. We'll be fine. What we don't need is a stranger butting into our business. So just go away, all right? Have a nice day. Mira, look at him. That's a professional. He can help us. He takes a step towards you, his arms wide. Please, man, we do need your help. Just don't want to admit it. It's bad for the Azzies. It's good for me. Oh, thank God. And thank you, too. Give him the spare keycard that Danny bought. It's gonna fix this for us. You can see the mistrust in her eyes. And after a moment's hesitation, she begins to fish around in her bag. Finally, she produces the thick plastic keycard. She hands it to you. This'll get you into the utility tunnel. Danny went down there about a half an hour ago. She said she'd be back in 10 minutes. Find her for us, okay? Please bring her back. Somebody spent a fair amount of money on this utility hatch, but it's plastered with anti-tampering warnings. Let's take a closer look. It's a fairly sophisticated model from the looks of it. Short of using an authorized keycard, there's no way you're getting past this thing. Insert our authorized keycard. The indicator light on the maglock changes from red to green, and there's an audible thunk. And the hatch pops open, revealing a ladder down into the utility tunnels below. Woo! Alright. This lock appears to be short-circuited. Okay, so clearly someone else broke in here. That must be Danny's doing. Drone. 2 drone. In an instant, you size up the scene playing out in front of you. A young elf dressed in some shabby chic clothing. The same shabby chic clothes that the cafe kids were. Danny, cornered, with no place to run. A pair of Aztechnology security drones closing in for the kill. The drones are low grade, but they're armed. Danny's hands are empty. She's in trouble. She knows it. The futility of her situation is written all over her face. An instant later, the drone's sensors alert them to your presence. They spin in unison to face you. Intruders detected. Weapons detected. Lethal force authorized. Danny's eyes widen as she hits the deck. The panic spills out in her scream. Look out! And I am going to switch over to my combat mode for my drone. So it can... That was easy. They did say they were lightly armored. Danny looks you up and down, and when she finishes sizing you up, she puts her hand to her hips and smiles. Thanks for the rescue. It takes a pair to bring weapons into Azzy territory. Everybody knows that they shoot first if you're packing. I wouldn't have risked it. Heinrich and Mira sent me. They're worried about you. Oh, Heinrich worries about everything. Price of being a dad, I guess. Mira's got faith in me, though. Anyway, yeah, I'll admit it. I got in over my head. Only a little bit, though. The drones wouldn't have shot me. I wasn't armed, but I wasn't looking forward to spending the next week in an Azzy interrogation cell. I've heard the stories. Ah, they're true, love. He shakes his head at her. Word to the wise. If you're fool enough to try something like that again, carry a gun. Better to be shot than let them take you. I'll take your word for it. I'm not planning on making a habit of this. She slaps the side of the power conduit with a smile. And I shouldn't need to. The tap's all hooked up and ready. Impressive. Heinrich was convinced you couldn't pull it off. Yeah, well, it's amazing what you can teach yourself when your livelihood depends on it. Looks like a pretty solid connection. Nothing's jumping out at me as being obviously wrong. I'd say you're probably good to go. You know, Half-Lady Jack Z, we could use this setup to our advantage. In theory, we could manufacture a power spike from here, overload the Azzy's entire power grid. Without disabling the generator safety overrides, it wouldn't cause up any permanent damage, but the confusion might give us an opening to get into the building. Iger, I like where you're thinking, but if it messes up what Danny and her friends are doing, then no. Because we agreed to help them. That was our job with them. And we have other means of getting... That's what the whole utility door here thing... The utility tunnels are for. It's to get in, right? It could be the opening we've been looking for. Danny's eyes go wide. Whoa! Hold up! If you do that, they'll trace it. Aztechnology will find the power tap, and they'll come down on us. We can save your life. We owe just tell it to someone who cares. I can't chance getting it there. The stakes are too high. Can we make it worth your while? No, you can't. There's nothing you could give us to make up for what you're talking about doing. So please, just drop it, okay? So you're right. Nobody needs that kind of heat. We'll find something else. Thanks. You know, some people say Shadowrunners are ruthless criminals, guns for hire, just out for the money. It's good to see that isn't always the case. I'm gonna bail on out of here. I've been stuck in the tunnel too long already, and like you said, the others are worried. But if anything happens we could do for you, just come by the shop. You'll be welcome at our place for life. I can still do it. So, really, there's no other way in? Don't suppose I can up my charisma high enough to finish out that conversation, huh? No. I've already got security. Let's get corporate. Sure, why not? I can tell you, though, I do not have a high enough charisma. I think the only person who does is frickin' Dietrich here. There he is, our hero. Thank you so much. Thanks for bringing her back to us. Yeah, thanks. And thank you for keeping the Azzies off our tail. If Danny had been captured, it would have been bad. Worse than bad, babe. A lot worse. Anyway, thanks for the rescue. We all owe you a lot. If there's anything you can do for you, just let us know. Do you guys know a way to break into the Azzy compound at all? Maybe? Okay, so it is still locked. It's just when we get close enough, it shows that it's locked. Okay, so now she just... Oh. Oops. That was not my intent. I was just trying to see if I could have a conversation with her again. I'm just gonna focus on trying to get everybody in a good position here. I was gonna say, are they coming? I don't... Oh, of course. Teacher, can you help her? Thank you. Because we're trying to lure them in here. If I do... No, that's gonna miss. Let me switch to weapons. Okay, twist the razor a bit for internal damage. Stacking bleed. Sure. Don't want to do that. Sure, we'll just give Glory some extra AP here. There, he's down. Do we have any more people coming? Well, enemy turn. Someone's got to be coming. We have no sights on them, though. They're just taking their sweet time. At least this gives a chance to get back into position. There we go. Oh, it's the captain. It's got 60 HP, which is brutal. Oh, and now we got the big guys. Alright, so not that. Now, if I guess I can't tag her through the drone then. See, that's 9 damage, 9 damage. Pretty much all 9 damage is going to be the universal thing here. Give Gloria another AP. Really? Get the drone up here. Those guards are taken out now. Let's see. Yeah, no, I didn't think. I thought it was a long shot for. Oh, that was the whole... Oh, shoot. It used up the drone's entire... She's really just trying to book it out of there. I think she's starting to realize that she's maybe not in the greatest of situations. Alright, let's see what we got here. A key card! Do we have anyone left on the board? Yeah, it just keeps going enemy turn, enemy turn, enemy turn. I think we're good. Why am I still in combat then? I can't use the key card there. I have to get here to use the key card. Okay. So now we have to just slow move everybody all the way over here. We're just sending the drone to go scout out the entrance. So what are the chances that we're going to walk in the front door and it's just going to be like tons and tons of people just ready to shoot us there? Oh, because the turrets. That's why we're still in combat. The turrets are activated. Reload the gun. Laura, you can kind of get over there. Same with Dietrich. Half Lady Jack Z is just kind of bringing up the rear at this point. That's as far as I can go. Iger, can you hit it from there? There we go. Now we're out of combat. How could we have forgotten about the turrets? Now I'm sure there will be no more problems or complications. It's not like that engineer that we just scared off that called the intruders on us is going to be inside the building. Yeah, go to the new location. I don't know. Nothing else for us out there. The glittering halls of Aztechnology facility stand in sharp contrast to the megacorp's unsavory reputation. Everything in here screams money, from the mere polish of the floors to the obsidian inlays of the walls. The generators and the Bloodline project lie somewhere beneath your feet. There they are, sirs! That's them! Crap. You know, Half Lady Jack Z, when I told you to enter the facility quietly, I did not mean start a bloody firefight in the streets outside the main building. Oh well, cat's out of the bag now. You'll just have to make the best of it. Look, Amsel, I tried. I did. I really did. Now that any hope of stealth have gone out the window, you'll have to rely on speed to complete your objective. I've marked an elevator on your PDA. Get to it. It will take you to where you need to be. They alerted that knight-errant team you were told me about? The entire facility is under full alert, Half-Lady Juxi. I'm afraid the high threat response team is already en route to your location. I have uploaded my best estimate of the ETA to your PDA. The EDA to the PDA? I'll have to run it by my CPA first. And then we'll check what my RBI is. Right after I finish the ACTs. At this point, it's just how many acronyms can I remember off the top of my head? We have 20 turns. Hey, dude. What's up? How did she miss? And he's dead. Ow. Well, the guard's asleep at least. I'll just hide behind Iger. Line of sight is blocked. How did you miss? They're asleep. Now, the downside here is I'm pretty sure this means the chance of us being able to complete our side objectives is pretty much null at this point. We have 17 turns left to get to there. And I don't even know if it's to get to there, because there might be more we have to do once we get there. That's just the next checkpoint. Alright, let's see here. Well, we got a good line of sight on the magic here. Oh, is he dead? Goody! Yeah, drone can take first watch. Alright, we have security doors. All these are locked. Another security lock. Right, we can apparently deck into this. Means probably our best bet is going to be shutting down that so we can hack into... Try and run in here and then have Dietrich do the haste thing on him. If I can get just a little bit more closer. Alright, now we're going to load in. Let's see. What do I have here? I have Blaster 2, which is an area of effect, Erosion 2, Medic 2, and Killer 2. And I don't think I have any ESPs. I guess it's handy we have a decker. Oh, these are... Oh, they're just white ice. Okay. So now we got to see if we can get all of these down here. I have no time for cubes. I mean, I don't really know what the rest of them can actually do right now. There's... Unfortunately. I mean, let's see here. That's the elevator controls. That's good. That's the security cameras. I don't care about the security cameras. Can I go hack this node? Oh no, because that's as far as I can get. Good news, doors are open. Bad news, that probably means bad guys are coming. Also, we don't know which ones are which. Sure, activate the terminal. Quick scan reveals contents, but the final message does lead to tension. Katya, I've got some pretty grave concerns about this new project. I don't know what we're doing downstairs, not exactly anyway, but I'm pretty thorough and not creeped out by some of the inventory requests they've been coming up with the desk recently. When we decided to sign on with Aztechnology, we talked this over. We knew that the company's reputation, and I said that I could handle whatever came my way, but this... I don't know, Katya. This last order crossed the line. They wanted 2 Big Macs. Do you know how much food that is? That's like an average UCAS citizen's meal. I didn't sign up for this, Katya. Maybe a medium fry, but they wanted 2 large fries and 3 large sodas. Not diet either. Katya, I was not prepared for this. What would the research team need a bulk order of gags, restraints, and 500 liters of hydrochloric acid? Well, that's how you get them to eat the Big Macs. Uh-oh, I've got to run. Just got a message over the comm. Looks like Central wants to talk to me about something. No one ever heard from this man ever again. I'll catch you back at the apartment later tonight. Talk about over a bottle of wine. I know I could use it. Okay, that door's no good to us. Don't have a way to do that. Alright, we also turned off the security cameras. And I could if I want to just jack out right now. I'll be stunned for 5 AP. That's going to be 2 turns. I don't know if nah, probably not. Not in this situation, at least. What is my decking at? Because I know they had that thing where it's just kind of like, yeah, you wanna... My decking is 4. I can get into this thing. Hack the terminal. Hack the planet. I don't necessarily want the mage to go in first. And that's the elevator controls. Not yet. We deliver the message? A worried-looking man in an expensive suit is pacing back and forth in his room. His eyes lock eyes with... He locks eyes with you, and you feel the fear radiating out of him. Who are you? How did you get in here? We have mutual friends. They have a message for you. Friends? What friends? We are pleased that Project Vincent is going so well. The executive jerks back as though you slapped him. His face has gone white as a sheet. My friends wanted me to deliver this message to you in person, here, in your office. I'm sure you understand. Yes, of course. The expression on his face is one of pure horror. Please, tell our friends that I hear them, loud and clear. I'll make the call. Good. I want you to make the call. Out. Out. 6 turns left. Out. You can get there. Out.